Hey y'all, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about a weight loss journey that I'm going to be starting for 12 weeks. And today is day one, video one of the 12 weeks. So I wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys about my plan for it and the strategy and kind of why I'm doing this in general. So first off, before we get into it, this is a warning for you. If you are triggered by weight loss or eating disorders or conversations around weight, this is probably not the video for you. I'm sorry. I have many other videos on my channel with grocery hauls, big batches, and meal planning videos, which I will continue to be doing during this time. This is just going to be a little mini series for 12 weeks following along on my journey in an attempt to lose some weight. There are three main reasons why I want to embark on a weight loss journey. The first one is my husband and I are going to try to have a baby in the next few years or so, and I want to make sure that I'm at a healthy weight to carry a child so that it's not an extra strain on my body. That's reason number one and the biggest reason for this. The second reason is I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease that affects my joints. It causes a lot of inflammation in my body, and this inflammation seems to be made worse the heavier that I am. The third reason is comfort or being uncomfortable. And I don't mean in the terms of like feeling confident or sexy or just, ready to take on the world or anything. Like, I'm not uncomfortable in my body with that sense. I'm uncomfortable in other ways that I've noticed over the past 4 and 5 years since I've really started to gain weight. So I think there are a couple different reasons why I started to gain weight. I changed jobs about 4.5 years ago. I sold a house. I moved in with my boyfriend, who's now my husband. We got engaged, we got married, then we bought a house. So I had 2 big moves in the last 4.5, 5 years. Also got married. That brings a lot of challenges with it. And then of course, just the everyday stress of life. I feel like my husband and I are very go, go, go. We live in Houston. It's a hustling, bustling city, and we're constantly doing something, different things that I feel has just caused me to change my focus from my body and staying at a healthy weight more towards just eating whatever I can. So the third and final reason that I want to lose weight is because I'm uncomfortable a lot of the times. I have a closet full of clothes that no longer fit me, and this has really transpired over the last 4 and 5 years. It's not like I'm holding on to pants from high school, which was, I don't even want to count how many years ago that was, but I'm not holding on to clothes that are that old. They're 4 and 5 years ago, and I haven't really, my body hasn't gone through a lot of transitions. I haven't had a baby yet. There's no reason for me to be holding on to all this extra weight right now. Nothing has changed drastically medically with my arthritis. It's still very similar. And I just have all of these clothes that I want to be able to wear and enjoy. Other things that come along with carrying more weight on my body is I've noticed some health things that I'm not happy with. I'm not okay with them. Like poor circulation. I have noticed recently that if I lay on my back and I put my hand up here, my hand will start to fall asleep. I really feel like that's because I've gained weight. Another factor with sleeping, which most of my uncomfortableness is with sleeping, is my boobs have gotten larger, and I like to sleep on my stomach, which means I'm on top of them, and I wake up and they're just sore from laying on them all the time, and that's uncomfortable. It makes it hard to get in a good position to go to sleep. Another reason that also has to do with sleeping is snoring. So over the last year, I've become kind of a snorer, and it's really a little embarrassing to me because my husband would be like, hey, you were kind of snoring last night. And I was like, what? Oh, I don't want to be a snorer. And I know that my whole entire life I've never been a snorer, and I really truly believe that it's because I've added pounds to my body, which is causing me just physical stress. And those are some reasons that I'm just not willing to keep holding on to these pounds. I'm happy with the way I look. I love my body. I am confident. I feel sexy. It's nothing to do with that. It's 100% to do with all of these other little things that are like, oh, that's a side effect of weight gain. That's a side effect of weight gain. My engagement ring is a little snug. That's a side effect of weight gain. It's a side effect of weight gain, but also I have rheumatoid arthritis. So any little bit of inflammation in my body makes my fingers swell up, and being overweight just adds on to that, to where now if my fingers do swell up, it's really tight, it's uncomfortable, it's hard to put on, it's hard to take off, which makes me not apt to wear it so much. And that's not something I want for the rest of my life. So this is a chance for me to take control of these factors, get back down to a weight that I'm comfortable with, and move forward. So for the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be giving you guys an update once a week on my progress, how things went, eating things that I did, exercise that I did, and then we'll move from there. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything after these 12 weeks. Maybe I'll continue to update once a month or something like that, but I'm still gonna continue to do my grocery hauls and meal planning videos and things like that. This is just kind of a mini series for me to be able to look back on these videos and say, wow, I really did have a lot of progress. Okay, so now I wanna talk about my body now, where I'm looking to go in the future. So I've set a weight goal for myself of 175 pounds. I stepped on the scale this morning and these are the numbers. I'll put them right here for you to look at. It was not cool. It was not fun to see those numbers. This is what? The scale said what? Rude. This is the heaviest I've been in my entire life, and that is really disheartening and discouraging, but I'm here for it. I know that I can do this, and reasons that I know that I can do this is because I've been athletic my entire life. I started playing softball when I was 4. I did gymnastics. I did cross country in high school. I've ran sprint triathlons. I was a lifeguard at one point, so I love to swim. I've always been someone who liked to run. I've done tons of different races and things like that. So I know that I can jump back into these things and it will be fairly easy for me to lose the weight. I just have to do it. What I've been doing for the last about 25, 26 weeks is I've been doing a program called Lift 4 on Beachbody On Demand. It's like an app you install on your Apple TV and you can just stream the workouts. My husband and I have been doing that for literally we're on our 3rd round. The program is 8 weeks long. It's 4 workouts a week, so we do ours Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If we miss a workout, we roll it into the next week. Maybe we're going out of town on a Friday or something like that. But overall, in the last 25, 26 weeks, we've only missed a total of about 3 weeks of workouts. That was because we were getting ready for vacation, going on vacation, and then trying to get back into it and transition into it. So we've been doing really well, and I've definitely seen some athletic improvement in my body since then. I actually have some photos from before partway into the Lift 4 program that I'll show you guys now here. And then also these other photos that I just took as kind of like beginning to the program photos, those were taken last week. So you can definitely tell that there has been some muscular difference there, which I really enjoy seeing because I have done Olympic weightlifting before. I'm very comfortable in the gym. I'm very comfortable lifting weights. So that's what I've been doing, and we have created that habit together. And so that's something I'm not going to be removing from my plan. So I'm going to stick with those 4 workouts with my husband. We do them in the evenings when he comes home from work, and then directly after we take Rebel Dog on a walk that's about 1.25 miles, I think is the last time I clocked it. It takes us about 20-25 minutes. We do it pretty leisurely. We're really going on it for the dog. So I've been walking at least 4 times a week, just over a mile, and now what I want to do is start adding in 2 runs a week. So that's probably going to be some interval running to begin with, so running for a little bit, then walking for a little bit, then running, repeat, repeat, repeat. And I'm going to try to do that twice a week. I think adding in that extra cardio is going to be really important for me. While the Lift 4 does have HIIT in it, it's just like jumping and burpees and things like that I don't really enjoy doing. And I think having that steady state cardio with the running is going to be super crucial for me in helping to kickstart my body into weight loss. Sorry if you just heard the dishwasher. It just makes that sing-songy noise like, come unload me. Like, oh, geez. Okay, so in addition to adding in those runs, a couple other things that I want to do to kind of move in the right direction here have to do with food. So the first thing is I'm going to eat breakfast every day. So right now I don't eat breakfast every day, and being somebody who has you know, been all different shapes and sizes and fluctuated up and down almost my entire life, I understand that my body really does need that breakfast. Otherwise, I get to lunch and I'm super, super hungry. I know that intermittent fasting works well for a lot of other people, but I don't feel that that's something I want to try right now. I may change my mind in the future about that and try it out and see if it does work for me, but it's not something that I want to do right now. So I'm going to start off having a high protein breakfast in the morning. That leads into the next thing. I'm going to focus on eating low carb and kind of keto food, so higher fats, higher proteins, and not restricting the carbs, but focusing on using those carbs for vegetables. We eat fairly similar to that right now, but I think for me, I really just need to dial it in and make sure that my portion control is accurate. So what I mean by that is sometimes I will make dinner and it'll be like a one-pot meal and I'm doling it out on our plates, or I'm putting it on my plate and then seeing what Adam puts on his plate. And a lot of the times I feel like I'm matching his plate. And for someone, I'm 5'8", he's 6'2", that's not okay for me to be matching his portions every single time. I don't really need that. And sometimes I end up feeling just stuffed and full and like I've just overindulged in my meal, even though I was just trying to even up the meal and split it. So I'm gonna really focus on eating what's right for my body and not just trying to match what's on my husband's plate. The last thing I'm gonna do is focus on stopping the snacking. So I snack pretty frequently. I snack probably after lunch I have a little snack, and then after dinner I have a little snack. And most of the time I'm not really hungry. A lot of the times when I'm doing my snacking after dinner, it's because we're sitting down to watch a TV show and I just decide like, oh, it would be great to have some chips right now. And I just start eating chips mindlessly from the bag. And I know that's where a lot of my extra calories are coming from. I'm not somebody that per se drinks my calories. I don't drink sugary drinks. I don't drink juices. I mainly stick to water, coffee, tea sometimes, and then wine. Those are my drinks of choice. I don't really sip on the juice or have a sugary coffee. I use coconut sugar for my coffee. It's very low on the glycemic index and I don't use a lot. It's a barely sugar kind of coffee. So I'm somebody who I know where my extra calories comes from. They come from snacking out of a bag after dinner, which I don't need to be doing. If I was still hungry at dinner, I should have eaten more at dinner. I don't need to just snack out of the bag. So those are some things I'm gonna try to change in those habits and see if I can really dial it in and work towards some long-term sustainable weight loss. So for me, I know we've already created that healthy habit of those 4 workouts together every week. Now I know that if I can just add in a couple runs, I can lose the weight and then work towards continuing that sustainable lifestyle. So for me, I need something that will last forever. And I know that we've already built this habit over like half of a year, basically. We've already built a habit of working out together 4 times a week. So if we can just continue that, I'll just add in a few extra things so I can lose the weight and then try to use a reverse diet to make sure that I can get back to just doing the 4 workouts a week and enjoying my other 2-3 days off where I'm not having to do anything else, and hopefully get to a sustainable weight and exercise and food routine that works for me and for my life in the long term. So I think that about covers it, guys. I hope you will like, follow, and subscribe to my channel so you can hear more about my weight loss plans and my journey throughout this. I will be updating once a week on this with the stats down in the description bar so you can see my progress, and hopefully this can help motivate you to take control of your life. Maybe there's something that you want to change about yourself that you've been looming for a while. For me, it's been 4.5, 5 years. I've been really wanting to take control of this and change what I'm doing, and I just haven't done it. And so I feel like being able to record this and share this with you guys will give me a little bit of a sense of accountability. And also, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to share and watch along with people, and it's just a way for me to really connect with you guys, and hopefully I can encourage you to do something like this as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks.